Reason to optimize your website. Obviously, how many people here have a website so far? How many have a mobile optimized website? Okay, so a few of you. So something to think about, your competition's already online, so you have to start thinking that is where people are going. Nobody's looking in the yellow pages anymore. U.S. consumers spend 71% of their internet experiences through a mobile device, which means they're looking there first, and they're looking locally. So 78% of U.S. local searches result in offline purchases. So that means I'm hungry now, I'm going to my mobile device to find where I can find somewhere to eat in a 15-mile radius of where I am now. If you're not online, if you don't have a website, if you're not getting pulled by Google, coming up in those review sites, you're going to have less likely traction coming through your front doors. 71% say they look up reviews and confirm the location of a business before going for the first time. So those reviews matter, and we'll get into those a little bit later. 40% will leave if your site is outdated or does not load properly. So we're going to talk about that and how you can tell if your site is loading properly. So basically, if your site doesn't load and takes too long, people are going to go find it, what they're looking for elsewhere. What I really want you guys to kind of think about is, with your website, most people put up a website like a brochure, right? So it's your pamphlet that you're handing out to everybody, like, oh, hey, this is my business, come to my business. But that mentality has really shifted, and that's kind of gotten a little stale. If you think about the last time you were handed a brochure, you might look at it once, but if you want to know what's happening at that business, are you going to go to the brochure, or are you going to go online and try and find out what's currently taking place at that establishment? So you need to start focusing your website as a product-focused site. Product-focused site serves a purpose. So what is that purpose that it needs to focus on? It's what you want it to do. And I'll get into that in just a second, but it's always changing, trying new things, and evaluating. So you have to think of it as it's updating. Just like your menu changes, right? You're changing with the seasons. Your website should be changing with that. You're trying new things. One event didn't work. Now you're on your website promoting that next event. And so you're always changing, always putting content up there, trying new things to get people interested in your business. So how do you do that? You decide what your site should do best for your business. So your website can do a lot of things, and they can actually do all of these things, or they can do one of these things really well. So if you're a pizza shop, right? Very likely you want to get more online orders. More and more people are just clicking a button to order online versus calling and saying, hey, I need a pizza. So being able to make that transaction much more seamless will increase your revenue and orders exponentially. Making a dinner reservation, if you're a sit-down reservation or restaurant, same thing. Join an email list. How many of you guys are using email lists? Anybody? Wonderful. Something to think about. As you're going out into the social realm of things, think about what happens today if you have, say, 1,000 followers on your Facebook page and Facebook closes tomorrow. Granted, not very likely, but if they do, where'd that 1,000 people go? You don't have them anymore. You don't have access to talk to them. You don't have the ability to promote your business to them. Think about creating an email list. It's your opportunity to market to your customers who want to receive your messaging. Your website can help you collect that information.